But now that we're fucking back traveling, what I was saying about Deadly Premonition is that like it is such a wonderfully quirky game that I feel like anyone who kind of like looks like takes a critical eye to that will actually lose a lot of its charm. And you'll always have that with Artura games, which is why like the likes of stuff like say your Metal Gear Solids, it's best to damn well leave alone, because in my opinion you'll miss a lot of that kind of stuff that Kojima was throwing in for the time.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
and I do completely get that, but like I guess you take a look at Pokemon Red and Blue. Like they have tried to remake that twice now.
Yes.
If you if you count like a Black and White.
In fact, if you count the generations full stop, like I suppose.
In a lot of ways, but it's been lightning in a bottle.
It is, and the difference is as well, it depends on how you're doing the remake. Yeah. Because now you have so many different ideas on it. So like, yeah, you can have your wart and all type, like the likes of your Crashes and Spyros, and they work really well for those type of games. Yeah. But for something like say, like actually, I have the perfect example. Resident Evil 2.
Never played.
Right. So I have a very brief encounters with Resident Evil myself, but from all accounts,
he is just pulling to the right here.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's all. That's all. You pull right or left. But that's a great example of like the fact that like okay you know for the fact.
Oh, fantastic! It doesn't even like search the area.
No,
it's just
there.
Okay, grand. Oh, of course.
Nurture.
Alright, trying to stay quiet.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting phosphorus. There it is there.
Okay.
I think, no.
Yeah, makes sense. Nope.
It's just around somewhere, I think.
How explosive is phosphorus?
Very. Don't.
Right, well, I'm here.
Yes, so it's must be around somewhere, like in the actual, like, in the debris. There,
search. There we go. Oh, this is going to be a fight scene.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay. Mere horse.
Right, there we go. So,
where is he?
There you go. Oh. Benedict Road. Benedict Point, sorry.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. But the Resident Evil 2 remake is a great example of this, because compare the two games together and they look completely different.
Yeah.
The storyline's the same. The storyline is almost the same. But what they've done is they've literally gone like, how would we make this game now? And that was the right attitude to have. Because you couldn't replicate the same gameplay. There's no point putting in time controls again. But they said, okay, well look at the genre we're in now. How would this game now look with 20 years of hindsight in a sense?
Okay, what do you make of Final Fantasy VII Remake then?
Again, same point. It's a case of like, well, this is what the genre is now, so let's make the game in that lens. Whether that's better or worse is entirely your view. I would say with Final Fantasy VII, obviously with the graphical aspect of it, it could have done a remake, but they've done that already as well.
Yeah.
This is now like they've now made essentially Final Fantasy VII another big epic that they can sell.
Oh yeah.
So again,
into at least a trilogy.
Oh, if not more. I mean, that game is so fucking long. You can make that into a 4-part, 5-part.
Yeah.
Same with if they ever touch Final Fantasy VI again, they do the same thing. But Final Fantasy VI works so well as it is. You don't want to really touch it. You know, like that isn't the case where like that's a formula where you can't possibly improve on. You know. Now, like I said, you could do as much as you want. You can give the characters as much expansion and fleshing out at that point. But each character does get expansion, and it's organic, it's natural. You stumble across backstory because you've stumbled upon like your combinations or whatever it is, your teams, and it's only by the fact that like you're playing with them, you get to hear more about them, which makes complete sense.
Yeah.
You know, you're not hearing about backstory about characters you don't give a shit about, in a sense. Yeah, it's a weird one. Ultimately, like it's down to the good game as well. Sometimes, like I don't mind like a mobile part of the game, let's say, or something like that, where they will tweak it and change it a little bit to fit the medium. But otherwise, there's some games you just go like, no, I can't improve this. I'm not going to bother. And And
I think there's plenty of ones that have a need to get remade and remastered. Oh, sorry.
yes, that's the way I'd look at it too.
Where are you,
Oh,
old man?
I wonder where is he?
Oh, I hope he's dead.
I saw a fly.
Under here.
The brave Brit.
Are you alone? No. I brought the great man.
I saw someone dark skinned, and I had to leave. I thought he was going to eat my family.
Not the undead. I'm worried.
If we get a hate crime violation for that now, y'all motherfuckers.
Well, did we not already get flagged for the
On this one, yeah.
anti-Semite?
Yeah. Fucking goddamn cutting
I
off.
haven't done anything, or stolen anything, or even lied. That much.
Prick.
A bunch of people just chased me out of town.
Good.
Yeah, of course. That's all it was. Yeah.
I tell you, Cowboy, I've been selling health products for years, from here to Timbuktu, and never once.
Timbuktu was in Mali. You didn't go to Mali. Boom, checkmate.
The undead rising up is
The fact that Timbuktu is a real place, I love it.
Yeah.
No, they want to hang me.
Good.
Me, an honest salesman. Can you believe that?
Death to capitalism.
Merchant who cried wolf. Well, yeah, something like that. I'm headed south. I'm headed down to Mexico.
Uh-huh.
I hear things are much better down there. Not to mention the climate and the nice locals, but also the merciful lack of cannibalistic morons with infectious eye diseases. Oh, did you get the bits and bobs?
Infectious eye diseases.
Yeah.
Excellent. Just a moment. Okay.
Again, I just want to bear in mind, COVID can affect you through your eyes.
Like, for any conspiracy theorist, there was that article out just before COVID hit of, like, an ancient tomb has been discovered in Egypt.
yeah.
Here you go.
So, what have we got here?
I risked my life for this? A blunderbuss? Is this a joke? What is this, 1850?
No, it's 1855.
So last year.
Yeah.
Hanging around cattle and killers too long. You've got the compassion of a mass murderer and the intellect of a cow patty.
Oh, we'll see about that.
You're faking this gun where the sun don't shine. This is the weapon of choice for demonic horde killers everywhere, from Romania to Edinburgh and all over. Take the into it and blow a bunch of the buggers away in one go. Makes your rifle look like a pea shooter. You better not be lying. Not lying to you, John. And to others, I admit the occasional sin of omission. But you, never, dear boy.
Why would I never do that?
Now, I am headed down to Mexico. Is there any chance that I will see you there?
Any chance of a lift?
We shall see. Well, if you're interested, I should be at Solomon's Folly in a few days.
He's really not in a hurry to
No.
leave.
I hear the border.
Well, he is trying to save his family as well, in fairness, John.
No.
Oh,
I'm
you
talking,
mean,
talking
yeah.
about the Brit.
Oh, I mean, look, this still.
If he's like, I'm getting run out of town, but I'm going to be hanging about for a few days if you want to take care of a couple of messages before you go.
Yeah, exactly.
So, the blunderbuss. 5 ammo.
Ah. Yeah, that's
Fucking Tory.
That's your rocket launcher, like.
Fucking Tory. Okay, so.
I just say. In the meantime, you should visit the other survivors to see if you can lend them aid.
No.
I know, it's like, now you have to wait. No, I don't. I refuse. I want to go home.
Alright, so, where do I go? Seriously, where do I go?
I don't know.
Solomon's Folly, he said. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go to Solomon's Folly and wait for the thing to show up.
Can we do that?
I don't know, do you want to look it up?
It said it might take a couple of days.
Okay, go to a save point and see.
Advance the time. That would be funny if you could literally just like park up there and just like advance time for 3 days.
Yeah. Like, this is Solomon's Folly.
Yes.
On. Okay, where's the nearest checkpoint for me?
Uh,
It's here.
that's safe, yeah. Plain view, yeah.
Right, I'm gonna make my way for plain view. Let me know if there's any, if like I shouldn't.
It would be pretty gas. It's just case like, well, you had a sleep. It's time to go. Good night, everybody.
Yep. That awful pick flyers missions.
Well, now you know how they fluffed out the game time, lads.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And look, there's nothing wrong with that in some cases, but I don't know, for DLC, it's a bit of a smack in the face.
Ah, yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, there's DLC will want to have you kind of greatest hits and remember when you went here. That's not what you get from doing this kind of mission though.
No.
Like there's nothing wrong with DLC doing a victory lap.
Mm.
But that was a shitty victory lap.
Yeah, wasn't that great.
Like, again, not to make everything Pokemon, but Pokemon's post game was go around the 8 gyms again and do a Dynamax battle, which was very much a victory lap of, hey, remember the great time you had here?
Remember things. I remember things.
Yep. Remember those great memories you had 10 minutes ago? Wait a second. You're about to be pissed. 1 second, let me save up here.
Okay. Are you desperately hoping that we can...
Take a look at this. If I go in here, I get the option for travel to a destination.
Ah.
I can
travel to Armadillo.
We have fast travel.
By sleeping?
Yes.
Did you just move the bed over to where...
yes. Instead of it being like a horse and carriage outside the town that, you know, you can happily jump into and stuff like that. No.
I imagine there are people
your fast travel was fucking moved and you didn't get a fucking notification about it.
I like to think that there has been people shouting at us in the comments saying, go to bed! I was like, I don't know what you mean! Oh, God.
Right. So do I take a look at these status unknown markers?
No.
Since we have fast travel.
They're just towns. Like, they're just towns to save.
Since we have fast travel, we can do this kind of crap now without it being... So I'm going to go to this one at Gaptooth Breach. I don't know the first thing about it, but I'm going to go have a nap. And when I wake up, I will be magically transported.
When I turn back around, I better be in fucking Armadillo. Young man.
Oh wait, I can't fast travel to the marker.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, that. Alright, well, let's see. What are the options? I could go to... What's the town at Rathskeller's Fork? That looks like...
I don't think we may... I think we probably have to discover it first, I think, is the idea.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm going to go to the Pacific Union thing and then go up to the status unknown. Hopefully it is just a case of play for a day or two.
I'd say, yeah, it could be a case of, like, you know, like, yeah, reach a level of percentage completion. That type of deal. Yeah.
Maybe.
I am trying to find the stuff here, so bear with.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Right, so...
Alright, is it alive or is it dead? It's a bear!
Well, answer my question. Okay, so apparently it does take a little time for it to appear. So
okay, so
just
I'll
wait.
run around the map for like a day or so in game.
Maybe, yeah.
Which that's what 20 minutes.
Fucking hope not.
Like if it's GTA logic, a day is.
I know, yeah. That's why I'm hoping it's not the case. Yeah, can we just keep saving the game until he appears?
Yeah, I'm just gonna... I have that one question mark on the map. I'm just gonna go unlock it and then
Go.
Let's go.
like I'm trying to eat into the time in case.
Yes. Well, did you want the call time here then?
You're a shot.
Yeah. Well, where are we at? 2 hours 20. Like it's enough for a week. So.
Oh, but that like the content of flower picking.
Oh no, I'm keeping that shit in.
Oh.
I'm keeping that shit in. Like, how
They
dare
know,
they?
They know what they did.
They know what they did.
Okay, so that's the that's this town area.
Yes.
Grand. I'll head to a save point somewhere. Yeah.
Like what we can do is I'd say we can always do this as a kind of like a drink and play to finish it off.
Yeah, yeah.
Or I can play it on my own time and we can riff over it, but have it as a bit of a lockdown plan B.
Yep.
Because
Or
there is
for
like
the next time we get into lockdown.
well, if more of a case of having it in the back pocket in case we need it.
Yep.
But then we can, before you go, then we'll spin the wheel and see how we get on. See what we have for our next game.
So who's involved in the next?
It depends on who wants in, really. We'll send out the calling card and see who bites.
You can fuck off.
Yeah, in fairness. Zombie bears, man. Can't trust them.
Zombie bears should answer to a whistle.
Even normal bears don't answer to a whistle. No.
I'm about to die.
It was at this moment that John Marston knew he fucked up. Well,
know what you're
James, I
thinking.
think... Oh, them Dukes of Hazzard boys.
Sorry to tease these folks. Not dead
That would have been a hilarious way to end the playthrough, though. It's like, and John Marston died as you live, face up in a lake.
yet. Okay, you know what? Just for that.
On the arms of an angel.
Shittiest suicide ever.
In fairness, if that's not the right thing to do in a zombie apocalypse, I don't know what is. Take your horse into a lake, boom, job done.
Oh no.
So,
Okay, spin the wheel.
yeah, I
Play
think
that funky music, by the way.
we're gonna spin the wheel. So, this playthrough is effectively done.
Yep.
And now what we'll do is we may do like a kind of like a bonus round at a later date.
Sure.
But seeing that like we've more or less kind of covered the gist of the game, let's be fair, we'll move on to our next round of the Sandbox Jukebox. So, James, you can riff along here, and when we come back, we're gonna spin the wheel.
Sure.
And avoid the Aldi ads in the background. So recording now, 3, 2, 1, blah blah. You know the rest. Okay, James.
So, let's go for the first time we're ever spinning this.
Shut the fuck up.
I ran into a lake.
We drown ourselves into a lake. It was much easier that way.
Yes.
But what it means is, again, that does not mean our Undead Nightmare will end. We'll just maybe leave it for a while. In the meantime, we're going to spin for our next game. So you might see the options on the wheel, but if not, I'll give you a quick rundown. First off, we have Spider-Man, Saints Row, Driver, Mafia, True Crime Streets of New York, our only sequel on this game, The Godfather, Omicron the Nomad Soul, which is very timely, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I really hope it doesn't get drawn.
Yeah, we'll see. The Getaway,
Okay.
Yakuza, the first Yakuza game, Grand Theft Auto, Crackdown, which is an Xbox exclusive, and I think on the Wii as well, Jak and Daxter, Just Cause, Far Cry, and Assassin's Creed. So that's our wheel.
Yeah. Now, out of them, I've done the Assassin's Creed series.
Yes.
And Spider-Man on the PS4 was fantastic.
Yes. No. It'll kind of follow our kind of series rules for this kind of for this gimmick where we play the first in those series. So for Spider-Man, it'll be the first one that was on PS1, I think.
I think there was one on PS1.
Yes. So we'll be playing that as first, and then working our way up then.
Grand.
And the least we say about the Wii version, the better. Because we've been playing the better version. So,
But
James.
it's so bad.
I know. So, James, are you ready?
Sure, let's go.
Let's spin the wheel. And we get... Oh, spicy. The Getaway.
Getaway.
Right. Okay. I am intrigued. I am very, very intrigued, right? So, The Getaway was a very English take on GTA.
Yeah.
In the case where it's like a British gangster film.
Figured as much.
I do, in fact, have it here, do I? I do actually have it here.
On PS2.
Yeah, check that
Okay.
shit out. So
Oh yes, I remember that. I remember like that getting rented out in from Extravision back in the day.
yes, so this plays and kind of feels like a Guy Ritchie movie.
Okay.
So there's two main characters. You play as the first one for the first half, and then the second half is trying to catch up to the other one, basically.
Grand.
And the second one is a copper, so it kind of
Yeah.
like works out in the storyline. But there's some very odd, like fascinating design choices in this game. For one, there's no HUD.
Okay.
There's no head on display at all. There's no minimap. There's no ammo count, whatever it is. There's no health bar. So the only way you know, yeah. So you don't know what health you have. You only know what health you have is from the way your like character is rocking around the place. And the only way to recover your health is by leaning on a wall, and doing shit like that. And if you're driving around town, they have like licensed cars and shit like that, which is kind of a novelty for the time.
Yeah.
And the only way you know where you're going is from the indicators when you're driving around London.
Awful.
And
But interesting.
it's a very interesting take because this is like it wasn't made by a British team, it was made by a Japanese team
All right.
who
okay.
who loved all these kind of like Lock, Stock and Barrels and all
Yeah.
these type of movies. So yeah, it's an interesting proposition. It's certainly one of the games I thought of when I was making up the series to begin with. So I am intrigued. I'm not gonna lie to see how this goes.
Probably would have been my choice out of a lot of them.
No,
But sure, I've been disappointed with something I was looking forward to. So I mean, anything can happen.
the good thing is we didn't unleash Omicron on the Sandbox Jukebox. That's safe for now. So that's something at least. But yeah, next time in the Sandbox Jukebox, we're going back to the PS2. We're going back to the Getaway
Lovely.
to see how that goes. So until then, James, thank you very much for joining us.
I'll see you.
Yeah, we'll see you next time with zombies and or gangsters, depending on which comes first.